Welcome back to another presentation, my viewers and faithful subscribers. We might be few numbers, meaning my channel might be few numbers, but I'm still thankful for those that are tuning in to looking at things from a more realistic perspective. You know, we don't always have to agree, and you don't have to like me for us to coexist. So what is this about? This, as you can see, is basically a protest that is going on in Kassel, Germany, against the COVID-19 measures, the lockdowns, and all of that good stuff. For folks like me back here in Jamaica, third world country, this is amazing. Because here I'm looking at a first world country who has seemingly smelled the rat, which I spoke about in my first publication, my first book I wrote about smelling the rat. They are smelling the rat and they are responding, or some people might say they are reacting to the circumstances under which we have been forced to live over the past year. I am very much anticipating something like this to take place in my home country, Jamaica. But I won't hold my breath for that. I see, as I said in my last video, I see some influential icons in society like the Spragga Benz and the Buju Banto and the Vybz Kartel too, and others who have been making their voice heard regarding these new normal, as they call it, that we have all been forced to live under. COVID or no COVID, it is unbearingly becoming a situation where we are putting human beings in a position where we either succumb to our circumstances or we fight back. And who did say these things many, many years ago before he died? Who said get up, stand up and fight for your rights? Who said you can fool some people sometime, but you can't fool all the people all the time? Now you see the light. Stand up for your rights. Who said that? Of course, the late Robert Nesta Marley. This is not a long video. As you can see, this is a 6 hour long protest, and I'm definitely not going to be sitting here to watch the entire protest. But I wanted to share this, not because I don't think that some of you already don't see it, but because I wanted to realize that the news won't bring this. You won't see this on local news, I guarantee you. They are very selective in what they propagate on the national television. The news broadcasting network are very selective. It is almost as if I have good reason to believe that it is scripted, and if your story falls outside of that script, it will not be aired. And so this is the main reason for me even highlighting this, because this is out there already. And as I said before, I'm anticipating that something like this will happen in Jamaica. But because of the mentality of my fellow Jamaicans, some of us we believe everything that our leaders tell us, and we'll kill each other over a politician or over a government leader or anybody, somebody who we deem, you know, a father or a mother in politics, you know. But I am very astonished and amazed, I should say. Right? Let me just quickly go back to this. I remember seeing this first time I remember seeing this mask was in a movie, a series called Money Heist. Of course, I don't promote violence or anything like that. Let me see if I passed it already. Let me see. Okay, but this mask that you're wearing, and in V for Vendetta, I also saw this mask. It is a form of rebellion, rebellious. Um, it's a form of rebellion saying that we're the faceless rebellions. We have a message to share, and I don't need to see our face to get it. So there's a person I just pass that pass see this mask, very symbolic. A lot of story behind this mask, but moving along, we what I'm trying to share here is that there is a lot going on, and but the only thing that is taking the front line, or is being broadcast in the news of lately, is this big C. Everything this big C. It is very annoying to me. Yeah, people might be dying from it, sure. We do send condolences to the families who are experiencing that. But I tell you that there is much more than what we are being told going on, and these people are testament to that. And this is not just only in Germany. This is not only in Germany. This is happening in many other places in the world, where we're just focusing now on this at this moment in time. So I just want us to think. I mean, my aim is not to try to get you to believe me, or to agree with me. That's not my purpose at all. My purpose is, I believe, to help you to think about something from another perspective. Because, I remember growing up and used to believe in rolling calf and, Santa Claus and all type of um fairy tales. It wasn't until I became of age and I was able to think for myself and ask questions and reason for myself, that I knew that these things that my grandmother would tell us when we were younger was just a scare tactic to keep us out of trouble, to keep us from going out late at night and stuff like that. Right? And so it is the same thing. They're giving us this scare tactic with this big C argument, and as a result of that, we should believe them because they are our leaders, and they're here to represent us, and they are a part of trying to make things better for us. So they say. But clearly these people think otherwise, as there wouldn't be these thousands of people marching on these streets. I am very much anticipating Jamaica to have this solitude, this oneness, to stand for a common cause and stop the crab in a barrel mentality, to stop the PMP, JLP, that they won't give a rat tail about none of us. Whether you believe in them or you support them, they don't give a rat tail. Just recently in Parliament, they made a mockery of the poor with the bully beef thing, and both parties, one the government leader himself and his party, almost as if they are saying yes, $10,000 is enough, with the beating of the decks and all of that theatrics. It is appalling. It is sad that even when we see the blatant reasons, I'm not saying go out and look here, storm government house and kill people. That is not my desire. That is not my wish. My wish is for us to demonstrate, by our actions, not just by our words. Because if I had the influence, I would rally up people like this. But I don't have that reach. But there are persons in Jamaica that can do this, can cause something like this to happen. But for political or for certain affiliated um benefits that they might have from this whole um propaganda, this whole pandemic, or whatever you want to call it, we see that I am projecting, and I'm not saying that this is going to happen, but I'm just projecting based on my understanding of the culture in Jamaica. I'm projecting that before this happen, more people going to die. Gunman going not going to stop looting and shooting. We just gonna kill off each other some more. We just gonna be the silly slaves, so to speak. The poor are kill the poor while the rich are laugh. You know, you think they mind us killing each other? They don't really mind. They have to do what they have to do to let it look like, but they don't really mind, because there are things that they can invest in to ensure that certain things don't happen in a country. Not to prevent it, but to mitigate, because there is no absolute foolproof thing you can put out there that prevent human being from behaving a certain way. But this is where I'm going now, is a separate and apart from what I really wanted to say, but it is a little bit in linked to it, because what I'm trying to say is that before I see a demonstration like this in Jamaica, more people go and die first. Meaning, gunmen them would rather continue killing off themselves and killing the vulnerable and the poor and the weak, and those that off they can catch off guard, rather than form a group like this and march against the wrongs of the government leaders and the scheme that this narrative that they're pushing on us, this big C scare tactic that they're pushing on us. Look at the people. 6 hours, 6 hours long protest, 6 hours long. What could drive a first world country like this to do such a thing? They are obviously up to their neck with what is going on. And I could show you several other videos that I guarantee you will not see on the local news. I guarantee you, I could bet you $100,000 and win that you're not going to see these news on your local television. If they show you something, it's just a few seconds and bam, that's it. They're not going to chime in, they're not going to comment much, because this goes against what they want us to do. Imagine you seeing this in a first world country. This will probably empower you to want to do the same. Clearly, these people are not doing this for show. They can see that they're working people. They can see that they're decent people, but they're having a hard time living under these circumstances, regardless of the fact that they see that there is some so-called virus out there. Is it man-made? Is it natural? We don't know. What we do know is that a lot of persons are suffering as a result of this. Yet the narrative is we must social distance, and we must wear a mask, and we must sanitize, and we must stay in our yard. Stand in your yard. Even the persons who are being paid that take these money to do these advertisements in Jamaica, they annoy me. Stand in your yard. You can't get me if you go do that, because I don't support the narrative. But I also don't support unruly behavior. So for you to understand what I'm saying that there's a right way and a wrong way to do things. That is what I'm saying. And yes, stand on your yard. COVID a keep. Right? Big C a keep. Some people afraid to say it. I'm not afraid to say it. My channel is small. Them not really pay attention to my channel. So I can actually say COVID. Right? But at the end of the day, it a keep. Fine. But at the same time, other things are keep too. So why they keep on just, make it look like, say, I just this thing along at keep and this alone must focus on now. And everybody were dead of lately now in the hospital under certain circumstances. The first thing you got here is the big C kill them. People, I as I said, this is 6 hours long. I just wanted to take a time out from what I was doing to let you see. Some of you won't see it unless you see it by on YouTube, and maybe I can help spread this. I just giving my commentary on what is going on. As again, you can search online. You have to search good to sometimes, because it seems as though everybody who have the power, they have a system set up in place that they can hardly find these things online, but they are out there. Believe me, protest is going on all over the world because of this lockdown, because of this pandemic. Don't think it is not out there, so don't let them fool you. So I just wanted to show you that this is a first world country, and the first world country people, they must say, yo, yeah, hear me? We're tired of this, man. We are sick and tired of this nonsense. We want our lives back. Too much control, man. Too much control. Stop giving us this BS narrative, man. Give us something new, man. I wonder what the Jamaican people have to say about this. But anyway, people, can finish. Watch the rest of this on your own time. This is it from me. And as always, let knowledge be your path to true freedom. Until next time, peace.